Woo! What's good? YouTube, it's your boy Khalil back here for another video, man. And today we're gonna be doing a reaction to Gen Z success addiction, wealth by any means necessary, man. If you're a Gen Zer, do you feel like you gotta just become a millionaire by tomorrow? You feel like you just gotta get everything going for yourself right there in that second? Let's go ahead and figure it out in this video, man. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and let's get into the video.
I swear I became a multimillionaire.
I make $120,000 last month.
I built a multi-million-pound business.
I built a multi-million-dollar wellness brand.
So I bought my first property in the UK at 23.
I don't mean to pause and yap so fast, but I'm just saying, bruh. When you see this on your algorithm 24/7 and you keep comparing and contrasting yourself to other people, you're going to feel like a failure in a way, bruh. You feel me? And most of the times, some of these people are faking for media so they can get the clout that they're trying to, fake and get, so they can propose as a multi-millionaire business or all these other different things. So don't get played out, you feel me, on the algorithm.
I drive a Porsche.
Just become a multi-million-dollar CEO.
They look like it. They look like it, okay? People are trying to look like they're rich, all right? So they can get you to buy their business, buy their little course, all this other type of shit, bro. I'm saying, bro, I know I'm yapping. I know I am, but I'm telling you the real. I'm giving you the real right now, yo. If you Gen Z and you like 25 my age, I'm 25, you feel me? Or 24, 23, whatever, you feel like you need to get it, whatever. There's people out there that's faking a whole personality, faking a whole ass persona to get you, all right? So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Not all these people are real. They're trying to look rich. It is what it is.
Businesswoman, and this is my business.
The secret to getting rich as fuck.
I will be a millionaire by the end of 2025.
This is not success. Welcome to 2025, when social media is your constant reminder that no matter how hard you work, you're still not doing enough.
I'm 17 years old and I make 6 figures a year strictly online.
Gen Z has become addicted to becoming successful, or at least looking successful.
Yes.
If this is you,
it's this lifestyle, bro. It's like this real clean, luxurious lifestyle like everybody want, gang. Like me personally, like I want that lifestyle. I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? I want to travel and do all these other different things, but I'm just realistic about it. You feel me? I'm getting after it, but I'm still learning, you feel me? I'm still managing my money right. I'm still doing all these things in a correct manner so I could do that, you feel me? So I just feel like, bro, y'all niggas gotta calm it down. You don't gotta be rich, you know what I'm saying? Rich or look rich. You could try though, yeah, it's great. But you wanna stress yourself out, especially you compare yourself to others.
you're not alone. Those late nights, those early starts, the non-stop grind and your addiction to success, it's not about ambition. This is about survival.
Nothing in my life has been more difficult for me than trying to run this fucking company.
If you can relate, first up, you're not alone. And second up, you're definitely in the right place.
Facts. Like, share,
Hey,
subscribe.
if you're new, welcome to the cozy corner of the internet. I'm your host, Christina, and I help people stop shrinking and start living. If you're a people pleaser, an introvert, a shy person, an overachiever, you're in the right place. I don't know about anyone else, but nowadays I've noticed the aestheticization of success, if that's even how you pronounce it. I feel like it's worth clarifying that anything can be aestheticized. Marriage can be made to look aesthetic, relationships can be made to look aesthetic, going to work, working in a corporate job, living in a certain place, living in Dubai, living in New York, living in LA, being in Hollywood, being an actress. Anything can be made to look really glamorous and aesthetic. And I think the shift we're noticing in social media is that there is a huge glamorization of being a CEO, being a girl boss, being a boss babe, running your own company, having a 6-figure business, having a 7-figure business, being a YouTuber. The likes of Iman Gadzhi or Shelby Sapp, the Kardashians, Grace Beverly, Inaya McMillan, Isabel Lorna, all these different influencers that showcase their lifestyle. Whether you're a fan or not, they've all achieved immense success at a young age. And collectively, they present this idea and notion that it's totally possible to achieve this level of wealth in your 20s. I don't have any particular problem with these influencers themselves that I've mentioned.
Me personally, I feel like it is possible to get to this in your 20s. I'm not gonna lie, it just depends on like how determined you are at it. It's just get at the factor and be more logical about, you know, where you're going and what your goals is. You feel me? You might be able to make $10,000, but you probably not gonna make $1 million. You feel me? So it just go hand in hand from, you know, side to side. You feel me? You might have some high days, you might have some low days. So it's just being just logical, you know, just understand what it is. You feel me?
I think broadly speaking, the broader picture on social media of our obsession with CEO culture and running a business and quitting your job
hard,
and like
bro.
bossing it and like scaling to a 7-figure company, this shift is a problem because it starts to make you think that there's a right way and a wrong way to live in your 20s. And it also starts to make you think that like success is always a good thing. Like success and running a 6-figure company, running a 7-figure company is always positive and it's always glamorous. You're always on first class flights. You're always drinking champagne. You always have like an amazing luxury car. And when you're a quote unquote normal person watching all this pan out on social media, yet you're dealing with the rising house prices and how it's much harder to own a home nowadays, or you're dealing with inflation and how literally getting your groceries is 50% more expensive, or you're dealing with how much harder it is to get into higher education and like prestigious institutions.
Or you're just dealing with just trying to figure out your finances and just become more financially just, you know, smarter. It could be any one of those things, bro. I'm telling you, you feel me? You're not alone doing this shit, bro. And for you comparing yourself to others and how they got that shit together and all of that other stuff, believe me, bro, they're still in the same boat. They just don't want to show you that.
Climbing the corporate ladder is much more difficult now. It's so much more competitive. Getting a job,
But some
simply
people
having
really
a
got
job
it,
that
though,
you
for real.
work in 9 to 5 is much harder nowadays. You can't help but feel like there's something you're not doing or there's something missing. And we all know that social media is only one side of the story. Instagram quite literally is a highlight reel. Someone will live a 24-hour day and
Yes.
show you literally a 90-second reel. So like you miss out so much and no one's ever going to show like the bad parts of their lives. I saw
They're
this post
not.
on Reddit, which I thought was really interesting. Why does no one talk about it? I see posts about glamorizing being self-employed or having your own hours. Let me tell you, I own a business which is very successful. It's not glamorous. My friends do not envy me. I work from sun up to sundown. I manage situations and clients with personalities and expectations that no longer cause me to be surprised. I'm on call 7 days a week. My phone rings, bings and sings from 5 a.m. onwards. This is truly grueling work and it's totally worth it, but it's not glamorous. It's challenging and mentally exhausting sometimes. I'm proud of where I am, but I really wish the general population understood what they were signing up for. The payoff of success isn't free. You sacrifice for it. If you're a natural born achiever or someone who really wishes for like an incredible life in your future, you really aspire to have an extraordinary life. You don't want to just settle for a 9 to 5, get married, have kids, and then work for 40 years and then retire. Like you want something more. A lot of these figures, a lot of these influencers, these business owners will kind of be your North Star. Like you'll look to them for inspiration on what your next move is. You'll follow all of their advice. You'll follow all of their tips religiously. Like they are your beacon of hope that if they can do it, I can do it. And so it's natural that you'll follow them on social media to kind of get their advice, get their tips. You want to be in their world and constantly consume what they have to say. Sometimes it can turn into like a toxic relationship with
I'm not gonna lie, this will like really overwhelm a nigga, bro. Like this will really overwhelm somebody if you constantly keep following somebody that's like hella successful, got it everything, and your life is like in, you know, and just trembling down from below your feet. You feel me? This is really gonna hurt you, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like when people feel like when they get with somebody hella good, they just feel like they hella too good or whatever, they stay in this type of energy and it's just like they just surround themselves with just bad because they're doing bad. You know what I'm saying? So it might become like a little foreign to them to like see so much good, you feel me? Or see as such lifestyle that they're not really so used to because they're not in, you know, cahoots with it. You feel me? So you do that, that's gonna overwhelm you, gang. You probably gonna have a way more of a worse relationship with that so-called influencer or anybody else that's above you.
Comparison when you're looking at the hard work you're putting into your own life and your own job, your own education, and you're looking at them, maybe similar age to you, or you know, doing similar things, similar stage to life to you, and they're just reaping completely different rewards. And people always say, oh, comparison is a thief of joy. But I also find that comparison is the thief of originality. When you want to start a side hustle on the side of your day job and you see everyone else kind of, okay, they're all doing drop shipping or they're all starting an Etsy shop and selling like an ebook. You
That
follow
shit
the
is
tips,
hard,
the advice,
bro.
everyone's marketing in this way, everyone's posting Instagram tips in this way. Everyone's using these colors on Instagram. Everyone's using these like fonts on Instagram. Your goal and desire to achieve a certain lifestyle and to achieve an outcome has almost led you to become a bit of a follower, where because you're comparing so much, you're not being original in any way. I find now being somewhat of a content creator now myself and being like on the cusp of this, I'm now starting to realize large influencers of 1 million plus, 5 million plus, they know that so many people will follow this exact thing. They will compare, lose their originality, and just follow blindly like sheep, because they are aware that they can say whatever they want and people will listen. They can say, oh, I built this 7-figure company and it was easy, and people will believe that. And people will believe it and be like, oh yeah, just buy my course and follow what I did, copy.
And that's exactly what I was talking about, bro. They were talking about buy my course, I got 1 million followers, this and this and that, and not knowing it's just a scam, just so they can get hella more money. And then they will just keep, and when their money get low, they will keep doing that same strat. Buy this course, do this, do that. I came up with a new course, buy this, do that. And then just be like, it's a scam. It's a scam. I'm not trying to say all of them are scams, okay? Some of them are cool, like, you know what I'm saying? They do really help. But I'm saying, like, some of them, you feel me? They just did for the money they did, you feel me? And then they just have motherfuckers just pay for their lifestyle. That's it. Motherfuckers just paying for their lifestyle. If it wasn't for the people that they're scamming and getting into they class or whatever, their virtual class, they won't be getting the shit that they're getting. You only get shit when you're genuinely doing something for other people. You feel me? But that's how it works.
Copy me and it will be easy for you. People will do it because if I have what you want, chances are you will do anything that I say to achieve that thing. Which is why I'm a big believer. I've said it in videos before. Don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Don't go listening blindly to people. Just because someone has 1 million followers does not mean they're correct. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. Having 1 million followers, honestly, as someone who is somewhat of a content creator, I would say it's more of a reflection of your consistency than your intensity. You're not doing anything too unique and like groundbreaking if you have 1 million followers. It's more so you're a very patient person, stuck around for a very long time, did the same thing over and over for many years. A lot of success can be bottled down to doing a very, very boring thing repeatedly. There is sometimes quite a lot of shaming that happens towards wanting a simple life. Like, say you genuinely just want in life to work a job 9 to 5, have kids and settle down, and you're content with that. There's conversations, TikToks, podcasts I've seen where
there's nothing wrong with that, you feel me? The only thing that got me, and I will like say something about that, is if you complaining. Like, if your ass is complaining about why this person doing this and doing that, and your ass just only got a 9 to 5, you feel me? And you just not putting in no work, no side hustle, no nothing, no YouTube, no photo shoots to work on your personal brand, you as a person, you feel me, working out, then I'm gonna say something to you, you feel me? But if you just doing your thing, you chilling, and you got a 9 to 5, you chilling, you got your job, you getting paid a good amount of money, you live by yourself, and hey man, just do what you want to do. But I just got a problem with the people that just be complaining about somebody else, or they want to do more, but they just sitting there and just working out their 9 to 5, knowing damn well they hate it, you feel me? And they want more out of life, but they just complaining, but they're not putting in no work. That's the problem I get with it, you feel me? But yeah, it's fine. If you want to do that with your life, that's fine.
People are like shaming that slightly. It depends what corner of the internet you sit on. Maybe not this side of the internet, the cozy corner of the internet, but certain financial side hustle niches online, I definitely see shaming people that tend to save a little bit of money but don't invest. They just go to work. And I think shaming this lifestyle or choosing a simple life just simply isn't helpful, because it paints the picture that there is a right way to live your life. Like, the right way to live your life is working really hard and building something in your 20s, in your most healthiest years, and in your prime, you're busy behind a laptop, hustling. Is that the right way to do it? Or is the right way to kind of get experience in a job and work your way up a corporate ladder, learn about different industries, travel a little?
It's just, I ain't gonna lie with that one, you feel me? You want to get up the ladder, you want to do all of that, but I'm not gonna lie, you put hella time into a job at times and you don't put no time into yourself. That's when all hell is break loose, bruh. You put all your time into the job. Niggas put like 20 plus years into the job, then put nothing into itself, then put no personal profile, you feel me? Work on your personal brand, then work on your YouTube, then work on yourself, and you just put all your energy to the job, and your ass just get fired. You feel me? Then what? Then what? You didn't put no type of investment, no videos, no money towards Tesla, no fucking, you feel me? No type of nothing, gang. No type of nothing. You feel me? You gonna F yourself. Like, that's the problem with everybody in Gen Z already know, bro. We all want to be hella successful. Why do you think we just all want to create our own ish? You feel me? And everybody like, you guys don't want to work. We want to work. We just don't want to work for a company that's just gonna fire our ass. We put all that work in, you feel me? Put all that work in, did all that extra ass shit, and we just get tossed to the side like we nothing, you know? So it makes sense, man. Like, we not going for all of that. You feel me? So I don't mind somebody putting in that work, you know, working in a job, trying to get higher on the ladder. Just don't complain if they just drop your ad or nowhere. Especially for all of these, like these federal jobs, government jobs, tech, y'all just get laid off like it's nothing. So
bit. Spend time with family. What is the right way to live your 20s? Not working at all, going into debt, traveling, buying things, being indulging in the consumerist lifestyle. Is that the right way? Some people do it. Or simply living a very, very simple life, having a job, having some hobbies, not monetizing those hobbies, spending weekends with friends, not worrying too much about your 30s or too much about your future, just focusing about the now. Well, a lot of the
I'm not gonna lie, that's like the chill lifestyle, but that shit can bite you in your butt when you get older. If you're not worried about your future and shit like that, you could do that though.
Do very well is they do a lot of fear mongering. They instill a lot of shame in people. The thing about people with influence and people with a large following is that they really control the narrative. Like, I'm curious what our generation or what 2025 would feel like if the people with the most amount of followers, it wasn't, say, like Mr. Beast or I don't know, like all these other finance content creators that you see online. Instead, it was like someone that just like loves to spend time with their friends on a weekend and play Monopoly. I'm convinced purely because of the rise in hyper-productivity culture or CEO culture. There are so many people that have started side hustles purely out of shame. They don't want to feel lazy and left behind. They don't want to feel like a failure by the time they're 30 because they don't have $1 million in the bank account. And I mean, you could argue, Christina, well, surely you can just make money for the sake of making money. It doesn't have to be meaningful. You're totally right. And I agree. That's, to most people, a job. A lot of people, I think, nowadays are more accepting of the fact that a job just can pay the bills. It doesn't have to be your ride or die, like, purpose and reason to live. I don't think, personally, your job should be like your all-encompassing life mission, especially if that's a job that you're working for someone else. Because the harsh reality is, for a lot of corporations, like bigger institutional companies, they really do just see you as an employee. Like, you staying late, you grinding, you absolutely putting in like your heart and soul into your work. Sure, they love it because it benefits them, but there's quite rarely an incentive or reward for giving your absolute all to your job. If anything, the corporate landscape has never been more savage ever in any period of time. People will get laid off that have worked at a company for 20 years, 25 years. I personally, having seen so much now, having known this now, my purpose and my mission and like my drive and the thing that like wakes me up in the morning will have to always lie outside of a job, or it'll always lie outside of like my primary like focus. And it's a shame because a lot of these people that are so driven and so like they want a lot out of their career and a lot out of their job, I feel like we have a fear of being average. This was something that I had big time when I was younger. Like, I remember when I was applying for med school and I had to get really good grades, like the thought of getting like a B grade or getting a C grade would like literally make me nauseous. And the thing about really toxic self-imposed pressure like that is that unfortunately it works. I got into med school. I'm a doctor now. I graduated. Like, sometimes putting that intense, insane pressure on yourself does work. It helps you get the outcome. But by the end of it, do you like yourself? Are you at peace with yourself when you do perform in an average way? Can you go a standard regular week without comparing yourself to someone, realizing that you're like behind them and not having that gut like sinking feeling that like, oh, I need to catch up, I'm so behind? And can you walk off of that being like, oh, I have room to improve, I'm still confident in my ability? Or are you now spiraling, oh, I'm a failure, I have so much more to prove, I have to grind, I have to pick.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, that compare and contrast and stuff will really F your ass up, bro. I'm just saying. You don't have to compare. Everybody doesn't have like something that's way better than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have it too. That's the thing. The only thing I can look at, like when I see somebody, okay, he may look better than me, or you know what I'm saying, look more rich. I don't even look at it that way. I'm just like, oh yeah, I like his style. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I want to go and dress in this way type stuff. Like he inspired me. You feel me? To be like this or be like that. It could be just really hygiene and shit like that. I start cutting my own hair off at somebody else saying, oh, you should cut your own hair. You feel me? Like, it's just hella information, and you take it positively instead of in a negative remark. And that would help you fulfill, like, where you going. Like, I see other motherfuckers working out on my algorithm. That make me want to work out. So now I'm getting stronger now. You feel me? I'm feeling better about myself because my algorithm is so positive. And yet I see the most negative-ish, I still take it in a positive manner. You feel me? And I don't mean that I'm going to just see something for what it is and then just ultimately just start comparing, contrasting. Because something that person don't have, I do. You feel me? It's not all about money at the end of the day.
Pick myself back up. For the longest time, I thought this was just like a me thing. I thought like, oh, I'm a Capricorn. This is just how life is. But having spoken to a bunch of you guys, I know a bunch of you feel the same. Some of you guys are actually so smart. Like, spoken to some of you guys that have PhDs. Some of you guys are medical students. Some of you guys are doctors, have PhDs. Like, a lot of us feel the same way. This self-imposed toxic pressure, this like perfectionist mindset that if we are not the absolute best, then you're not good enough. Like, it's such a black and white way to think. This is actually something I'm talking about in my ebook, Stop Shrinking, Start Living. It's essentially like a guide that I've come up with, like having all my experience with social anxiety and being a perfectionist, feeling like I'm never ever good enough unless I'm the absolute best, and feeling like I never know how to use my voice and speak up, and like I don't know how to be myself. I'm pouring everything I know into this ebook, and it's going to come out on March the 1st. I'll put a link below if you want to check it out. When you are this sort of person as well, I think you develop this thing which I call shoestring confidence. Shoestring confidence is when you put all your energy, time and effort into one thing, one area of your life. For me, it was med school, like getting into medical school, getting the grades to get into medical school. For you, maybe it's your job, like you're like one of the top employees at your firm, or maybe like you're one of the higher earners, or maybe you're like a very academic, intelligent student, you get the best grades. All of your confidence comes from this very one thing. But the moment you get negative criticism, you get something wrong, you actually get a B on the test instead of an A+, your whole world comes crumbling down, because it's kind of like your confidence was riding on like a shoestring, kind of like, imagine like a huge concrete ball being attached to like a tiny piece of string. It's so fragile. Like your self-esteem and your self-confidence is so fragile that if anything comes to attack it, like your boss saying something or not doing that well on a test, your whole...
Yeah, I never really experienced this. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be getting criticized. You feel me? I would get better from doing it if you tell me like, okay, this is the right way to do it instead of doing it like this type shit. But like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I get a B on the test, I'll be happy as hell. Even if I had a C, if I got a C on the test, I'll be like, shit, I passed, nigga. Fuck up, I'll be mad for it. What? I got a C. I passed still. I don't know, like, I'm an overachiever, but I'm only an overachiever for the things that I like want to like get done and achieve. Like, okay, YouTube, like I'm getting better within my equipment, what I have, shit that I need, like a real camera type stuff, like better resolution on my video. You feel me? Talking points, what to do a reaction to. Like, I'm an overachiever for YouTube, for real, because I love posting videos and editing and all that other type of stuff. Even though I barely edit with these videos, of course, you feel me? I got to get better with my editing, but I make sure I conjure it up within the content that I react to. You feel me?
World comes crumbling down. Like, you start to question your identity almost. This is exactly what happened to me in med school, when halfway through, people deemed third year the halfway point as like the hardest year of med school. And when I did some of my exams, I failed them quite badly. Like I was like well over 10% below what I needed to be. I remember opening my results and being like literally just disbelief, almost like, oh no, they've got the wrong person. Like, this surely can't be my grade. I refreshed the page like a million times. I carried on with my day, like was like, surely not, disbelief, like heartbreak as well. When I finally did just accept and realize like, oh my God, even though I like worked my absolute arse off, it still wasn't enough. I was questioning like, how on earth can I do more than this? What if I fail again? What if I get kicked out? Like my whole identity and personality was under question now because something I'd worked so hard for and the thing that my confidence was riding on just fell apart. At the time, the window to qualify as successful was very, very narrow. It was get an amazing result on a test first time, or, you know, it was, you know, score this grade, but like with only a little effort into studying. Like my room for error was so slim. I didn't give myself any leeway to try, experiment, make mistakes. It was like you get it right immediately and quickly, or like you're a failure, you're wrong. I feel like a lot of us with this perfectionist mindset, we're very much like, oh no, by the time I start my Etsy shop, I want to be making money in the first month. Or by the time I start my YouTube channel in the first 3 months, I want 1,000 subscribers. We see failure as any sign of like trying or any effort. If you have to try to build your Etsy shop for a year before you start making money, that's a failure. Like, why bother trying? That takes too long. If you have to start posting on YouTube for a year or 2 years before you see before you get monetized, before you start making money, oh, that's a failure. Like, why should you wait that long? And I don't know whether this is a Gen Z thing or whether actually this is multi-generational. Maybe this has been a thing since the 90s, 80s, I don't know. But I feel like a lot of us are so immediate with our desire for success. We want it in our 20s. Like, by the time you're 25, you need to be getting 6 figures. Like, it's ridiculous. Which is why I think defining success...
Nah, for real. I'm just now 25. I'm just now getting it now. Like, if anybody need, like, when you're 20 or 18, like, I feel like school did not teach us how to, like, save money or fucking some type of financial, you know what I'm saying, literacy at all, bruh. Like, at all. Like, I'm just now getting financial literate, like, within my own money, how much I'm making, you know what I'm saying, drafting up a little board, how much I make a month, how much my rent is, how my 3 other bills, PG&E, Wi-Fi, you feel me, phone bill, and then coming up at the end, okay, how much I have at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of financial literacy, like, niggas is just now doing that. Like, when I started doing that when I was like 23, 24, you feel me? And how much I could save in a month and all that other type of stuff and things that will literally keep you back from, like, saving a lot of money, you know? So I'm not gonna cap, bruh. If you just learn financial literacy around, like, when you get your first job, you will have a successful run. I'm just gonna say that right here, right now. Anybody that's below, you know, 25, even right now, you 26, 27, 28, you feel me? You good with financial literacy and you don't have that much in debt, you feel me? You go to school, get your little AA or whatever that you're gonna get, you'll be straight. I'm just
success
saying
for yourself
right
is
now.
really important because, like I said earlier, sometimes if you are a little bit lost, you don't truly know what you even want from life, which, don't get me wrong, a lot of us don't even know. I to some extent don't even fully know myself. Something I found really helpful, and honestly my YouTube channel has actually helped me to experiment with this, is understanding that things that I'm working on can grow with me. Like, I was that person when I started my YouTube channel. I wanted, like, immediate success. I wanted, like, in the first 3 months I'm going to grow so quickly, and I literally had the goal of, in a year, I want 100,000 subscribers. It's taken me now, probably 4 years, I think I started. My first video was 4 years ago. So it took me 4 times as long to get the goal. And something I'm realizing now is I'm, like, looking more to, like, to the future of 200, 300. I'm like, I have to grow towards my goal. Like, the goal will always be there for me to go and accept it or for me to go and achieve it. And I believe the same for you, whether it's having an Etsy shop or having a side hustle, maybe changing careers, going into a different industry, getting a new job. That is always available for you,
just experiencing different things, really, bro. Like, if you don't feel like you're comfortable working in a damn USPS or UPS or anything like that, bro, branch out, bro. Go do something different. You feel me? You might be cool and more comfortable working in a damn grocery store real quick, you know what I'm saying? So you just build your money up. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all about comfortability, because if you're trying to make the most money, you feel me, some things is going to be kind of harder for you to do. You know, get your guard card, get it armed, you feel me? Try to become a police officer. They make a lot of money, you feel me? In certain ways to just make you comfortable to make your side job your main career. That's basically what it is. You don't have to sacrifice your time at a job and invest yourself on the side to make your side job your main career. And that's like what it is. You know what I'm saying? You might be working at a dollar store, you know, making, you know, a little bit of money, and you want to do YouTube, but you don't really have the equipment. You gonna have to invest in yourself with the money to make this a reality. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, this costs a lot of money. This is like 120. These monitors that I have in front of me that y'all can't really see. This camera right here, this 4K camera. I'm not flexing or nothing. These are just things that I had to invest in myself to make, you know, making reaction videos and talking and shit like this a reality. You feel me? This damn PC on the side, a lot of money. All right. But I needed that because it's an equipment for me to do the things I'm doing right now. You feel me? So it's going to take some time for sure. She's speaking facts.
To achieve it and kind of grasp it in your hands, you have to grow in certain ways that you maybe aren't even aware of. Hey guys, I've just finished filming, but I wanted to quickly come in and say our Discord and Facebook group is now live. I know I've been procrastinating and putting this off for the longest time, but it's now up and running. And yeah, thank you. It's very easy to us to like work hard. If you ask us to like grind, pull an all-nighter, like work till crazy hours in the morning, we'll do it. Like we are hard workers. It's in our DNA. Yes. Give this video a thumbs up if you can relate, because I know some people aren't into the toxic work hustle culture thing. At the core, that is kind of who I am. I don't find it easy to work hard. I don't find it easy to hustle and grind, but I do find it hard to accept that like I might make mistakes along the way, or it might take a really long time to get what I want to get, or I'm gonna have to look like I'm failing in order to get what I want. And this can be represented in the sense that when you do apply for jobs nowadays, you're applying for minimum 100 jobs before you hear back, or you're doing minimum like 7, 8, 9 interviews before you get like anything substantial. If you want to start a business and you need clients, you're sending out hundreds of emails before you hear back from anyone, or you're connected.
At that point, I'm not gonna lie, this was me before. I literally just made a little career of me just Instacarting and doing YouTube on the side, like for real. Like I'll come up here, I don't know, shit is kind of bad, niggas don't got a job right now, all types of ish, bro. And you just got to thug it out, really, you know. And as a man, you really can't really do anything. The only thing you could do is just stay on top of that damn number and stay on top of your rent, all the bills that you got, and make it through the month. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie, because you putting in them job applications and you gotta make yourself look more reasonable. You gotta, you know, just do the things you have to do to make things ends meet at that moment. You feel me? Promise you, I had to go through all of that, you know what I'm saying? But it'll make you stronger at the end of the day, because your discipline, your will be the thing that will get you to the top for sure. If you implement that to YouTube, or implement that to basketball, implement that to the job that you want, you're going to have that. You're going to have, you know, that top paying job, that top paying site, whatever that you're trying to do, if you implement it towards that. You feel me?
Connecting with a bunch of people on LinkedIn, sending them messages, not hearing anything. You're gonna look stupid in the process of getting what you want. And honestly, something that took me too long to realize was that trying and looking like you're failing isn't a bad sign. It's actually a good sign. Because all the people we look up to, these people with millions of followers, these people on YouTube, on TikTok, with these 7-figure companies, we haven't seen them try and struggle and hustle and grind. No. We haven't seen them look like they're being...
We will never see that. It could be with me, you know what I'm saying, from like a month from now or anything like that. I'm still wearing my pajamas. I just got up, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool, I'm chilling. I don't never try to flex in front of my audience or trying to make y'all feel like y'all below me or whatever. But if I come up on here and I'm looking cool, I'm looking straight, then I'm looking cool, I'm looking straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. You feel me? It's not in a way of like, oh, like, I did this and I just woke up and I got it. Nah, y'all not gonna see the grind that I put in. I go to the gym every day. I put in non-stop work. You feel me? I even go to work every day. I don't call off type shit. You feel me? I got 2-3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I grind every single day. It's just something that, you know, pushes me forward. You feel me? And y'all not gonna see that at all. You just gonna see the end result. And that's basically what it is. And that's basically what Instagram is. You feel me?
Stupid. And sending out hundreds of emails with no responses. We just see them at the end of the finish line. We don't see their training. We don't see their diet. We don't see their beating up. And we're looking at ourselves thinking, Christina, you're so stupid. You've been posting videos for 3 months and you've only got 23 subscribers. I've learned now, your success isn't really going to be determined by like, what do you really want? What's your desire? Your success will be determined by how much are you willing to go through? How stupid are you willing to look? How many emails emails are you willing to send? How embarrassing are you willing to feel? How cringy are you willing to be? How much judgment can you handle from other people? That is actually what will determine your success. Because lots of people post 3 videos before they quit, or lots of people send maybe 10 emails before they give up. You have the advantage of the fact that you are willing to work hard. You have the difficult thing, but the easy thing of just looking stupid, looking like a weirdo, being embarrassed, being courageous and sending like a bold message to someone, and just like being cheeky and sending it and not knowing it whether or not they'll think that like, who do you think you are or not? Like, just do it. A lot of people can handle like doing.
Man, bro, I had to get over that one. Like, I'm not really a social person. I don't even like talking to motherfucking people, but once I got older, I understood like, hey man, you gotta connect with people, you gotta talk to people if you want more, you gotta be able to connect with this, do that, and if they're, you feel me, to get you into certain doors. I'm not gonna lie, that should really work. That really works, bro. Like even going to multiple interviews, going to little groups or virtual, you know what I'm saying, interviews, all of that other type of stuff. Learning how to talk and communicate with other people will get you into doors, because these are going to be the people that will let you in if you want to go do that. If you want to do armed security, you want to be fucking a police officer, you want to be a firefighter, all of these other type of things, you're going to have to talk to the source. You're going to have to put your resume in and talk, you feel me, get more experience into doing that. And that's the thing that we have to exercise with our free will to get into the door. If you want a better life, or you want more money, quote by quote, or just be more successful, you feel me? It's just exercise your free will and go out there and get it. That's it. That's all. You feel me? Don't commit no crimes. A lot of people, even though people online, they wanted the easy way out. You know, it's still easy for you to go and talk to somebody to get more information, to get into something. So just look at it that way.
Doing the same thing over and over again and not going crazy. And another thing, I was actually talking to one of you guys about this on Zoom, because I was talking to a bunch of you guys last week about the community. It's coming in February and it's going to be on Discord and also in a Facebook group that's coming very, very soon. I was talking to you guys about what I was going to put in it and like ideas and all this stuff. And one of you guys was talking to me about how you're job hunting. And I think I was saying how I've realized getting a job nowadays is not even to do with job applications. It's honestly networking. Like if you know someone that knows someone, that is like 400 plus job applications. Like if you just know someone that can get you in a job, you are miles ahead. And I was talking about how I had to get over my fear of looking like too bold or too bodacious. Like I know some people that could send a DM to someone that's like millions of followers online and they're just asking to follow them or asking for their advice, asking for tips. And I'm like, I would never do that because like I'd never get a reply. I would say to myself, I'd never get a response. Why should I bother? I was saying on the call, like sometimes we set ourselves back because we don't even try for things. Like if I was just a bit more bold and would send certain DMs or ask for certain things, not predicting the outcome, maybe it will work out, maybe it doesn't, but just doing it, that will set you miles and miles ahead of what your hard work could set up for you. Sometimes starting before you're ready or asking for help, even though it feels so uncomfortable, would give you the equivalent of like 20 hours of your hard work. And you would never know because you never even tried. And honestly, if this is the case for you, I honestly challenge you next week, try and find something where you're kind of like, oh no, it will never work out. Like I won't bother doing that because it will never happen for me. Like do the thing, just see what happens. Because trust me, if it works out, it works out. Love that for you. If it doesn't work out, you now have confidence that, wow, I can be bold and actually I'm not going to die. I can take a bold move and send a DM to someone, or I can send an email and I'll survive. When it comes to defining success, which I think is really important so that you don't end up living a life that someone else wants you to live rather than living your own life, I'm very curious what some of you guys would define as success. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read them and see what you guys think. I personally see success isn't like a future thing to me. Success is like a daily thing. It's like every day I enjoy how I spend each hour. I spend each hour doing something meaningful. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is my purpose, this is my mission. It's just like, oh, I'm at work in the hospital, I'm doing the ward round with the consultant, and me and the consultant kind of bond over something meaningful. Or I talk to a patient, I help them with something, I help them alleviate their pain. Little moments in my day that are meaningful.
It's like that, for real. My like type of success would be like, I love going to the gym, right? I love helping like other men out with their mental health or what they may have like going on in their life and shit like that, to turn their life around and make it better. I see that as success. Even helping out with the youth, I see that as success. Having a family, you feel me, being successful, communicating, making shit work, You feel me? If your car break down, you just don't go get you another car. You fix it. You feel me? So I'm really willing to, you know, fix things, make things better for what it is, even focusing on myself. And I didn't even really know of myself until I made the mistakes that I did to make myself better. You feel me? In the future. So that's success to me. And that's the best thing that I could really come up with. You feel me? Just being just righteous in life. You feel me? Even though sometimes certain ways like life take a curveball or whatever, you still stand 10 toes on what you have to do and what's going on, and you don't give up. That's success to me, you know? So, hell yeah. I really
and then
like
success
this.
also means like I'm being challenged and pushed. Like I do weirdly have a bit of an addiction now to going out my comfort zone. Ever since I started to do those little challenges and like pushing myself to contact people and ask for help, or like posting certain videos that I was scared to post, I've honestly been blown away by how like more confident I've become in the process. Our generation has a huge obsession with self-improvement culture. I don't know if it's just you. Maybe it's the corner of the internet that I sit on. This is the cozy corner anyway. I've rebranded now. This is the cozy corner of the internet. If you can relate to what I've said so far, you might enjoy my self-acceptance is more important than self-improvement video, which I'm going to link here. Thank you for visiting the cozy corner of the internet. I'll see you in the next video.
This was a good video, man. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to her channel. Like, share, subscribe to this channel as well. This was a great video. And I was just going to say, don't let social media, you know, like keep you from doing what you want to do just because you don't have 6 figures, just because you ain't got 1 million followers, etc., etc. Live your life the way you want to live it positively, man, and just be yourself at the end of the day, and just don't let nobody take it from you. Just because somebody got a Lamborghini or a Bugatti does not make them more successful than you. You feel me? Make sure you go out there, do what you want to do in life, be happy in life, and be content. But with that being said, it's your boy Khalil and my man. Peace.